Welcome back to the invisible world of content. We've just finished reviewing the most essential patterns that teams are utilizing for omnichannel content delivery. Semantic standards, structural standards, content supply chain thinking, content as a service, and unifying the stack. Good stuff, right? None of it's so hard to do, but it is a new way of working. So it takes some work to shift practices. The difficulty really just comes in the focus. But focus takes motivation. So let's take a moment to review and discuss some of the key benefits of adopting these patterns and look at how these patterns have real impacts on teams of all sizes. You ready? Let's go. So, again, the 5 patterns we just covered are the semantic standards, shared across the organization, structural standards, also shared across the organization, supply chain thinking, managed in a centralized way so we can understand that content needs to move throughout a process. And then 4th, content as a service. 5th, unifying the stack. Those 5 patterns are essential to everything we do in omnichannel. And they're also the ones that organizations innovating in this space are embodying in little ways more and more every day as we continue to make this change, moving towards intelligent customer experiences, contextually delivered, real time to customers across our technology stacks and our geographies. That is the challenge we're embracing with Omnichannel, to embody and build the standards into our way of thinking and our way of working in a pattern-based approach. We start by, of course, unifying behind a common goal. The roles and the specific teams just don't matter. No matter who does the work, there is a need to implement the patterns. And that will lead to good things for everybody. Definitely for the sponsoring organization, definitely for those CEOs and CMOs and other senior leaders that are visionary enough to recognize the patterns needed across their enterprises. The benefits are velocity of content. Things move faster. Volume of content. We can produce more. Integration of that content across systems. We're able to get content moved from place to place with less cost, improving speed and improving quality while also reducing cost. That is a phenomenal thing to be working toward when we're dealing with the kind of step change happening in the market today, where content is now needed in so many more places than ever before to power the entire agility of an enterprise. The distribution of content across channels is not a foregone conclusion. It needs to be brought into a practice. The distribution of content, which means getting content out to more places with less friction. And last, there's a really important thing happening with these patterns, which is that team satisfaction improves. Morale and effectiveness improves. When we have patterns in place to depend on, it's easier to do creative work, right? Because we have a clear set of guidelines and operating procedures that will let our creative work express itself in the most effective way for our audience and for the broader enterprise. Shared patterns really bring that sense of satisfaction and that sense of magnification of our creative power as an individual contributor within a big enterprise. So large or small, patterns help organizations build toward a more coherent and effective future for content. Regardless of department and role, we can get behind these patterns. And let's get on the same page and work toward that goal. If you've got any influence within your teams, there are some things that are pretty easy to do. One is get your team together, set a meeting, and look at all the functions and the roles that are happening across content in order to get it shipped. Figure out who has responsibility for standards, whether that exists today or who should have it in the future. That current state helps everybody understand what's broken and what's missing. And then that future state helps everybody to know where we're going. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to catch the latest episodes. Check out all the content on simpleA.com. And until we meet again, let's take one step at a time towards a smarter world.